Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Thank you very much. Now the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe, DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. So here's Miami's starting group. The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Martin, and it's Lowry in at the point. And for the Rockets, Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Gordon is out there with Smith, and it's Fernando in at the 5.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Now here's Porter. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Martin. Now running, there comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Butler passes to Adebayo. Basket, good. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Now, Hero, following the miss by Jabari Smith. Butler, rebound by Smith. Over in the corner, Green. And the 3 ball is good.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
It's on target from the high post.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's Gordon. His last outing, 16 points for him. Smith for 3. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Adebayo. Here's Butler. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Houston the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
So active defensively, and I love when they did force a turnover, they just flat out attacked. The points they got off turnovers swung the game in their favor.
Sinks the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Heat. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
And when you look at Miami, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Now here's Green. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
Smith against Martin. Butler kicks to Martin. Good ball movement here by the Heat. There's Hero with the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. There's Porter at the 3. Rebound by the Heat. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
His team is down, but with the way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game.
Fernando, the pass to Porter. A 3 ball. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
Now, here's Butler. After Jalen Green's miss, good on the bucket.
Defense had the right idea there, but maybe not enough time in the weight room. Butler right through them.
Gordon kicks to Porter. On the wing, Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Martin, the pass to Lowry. Outside, Hero. It's stolen by Green. One-on-one here. Here's Smith. Can't get it to fall. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. 6-point game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with Bam Adebayo, I mean, we all know how skilled he is as a scorer and how athletic he is as well. But what about his passing?
Well, as much as I want to compliment Bam and his abilities to do that, I have to give some credence here to the coaching staff leaning into that ability that Bam has. They trusted he's going to make good decisions in the half court, and that has opened up a lot of things for them offensively.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Adebayo passes to Dedmon. Adebayo kicks to Strus. He's off on that one, and it's Houston the other way. Tate with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix. And that one, good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Oladipo finds Adebayo. There's Hero with the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
Well, the shortest 3 in the game is making use of that corner spot, and Hero in the right spot that time.
Here's the screen. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Porter inside. He's covered by Hero. And that one's good by Porter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here is Martin. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now Martin, after Victor Oladipo missed from long range. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focus and sleep and eat right. Vital.
Marjanovic checked in for the Rockets. Heat also with a sub. Yurtseven's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Now, here's Strus. He's tightly guarded. Good on the three-point shot.
Oladipo finding his range now.
We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. Hero against Porter. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense. Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Hero passes to Oladipo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets leading by 9. Tate finds Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
It's his first trip to the line.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Miami with a change here, too. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Hero.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And the wide open shot from Green. Beat the quad. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. And don't go away. We'll be right back. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Out on the perimeter, Green and Gordon. Smith is out there with Marjanovic. And it's Christopher in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And so here is Houston, following the score by Miami. Here's Smith. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Lowry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Kyle Lowry not backing down, and he's making some tough ones.
Houston leading by 12.
For Miami, a tough way to go out last season. Game 7 at home against Boston. Jimmy Butler pulls up for a 3, and that close to the final.
They get it again. Butler. Smith with some nice D. Houston's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Smith with a screen on Lowry. The drive by Green, and he converts the layup. Green's got 12 points in the game. And Brent, even when playing catch-up, the Heat were maybe 1 shot away from heading to the finals for the 2nd time in 3 years.
Yeah, lots of questions around that shot, Kevin, too, about whether Jimmy should have drove or shot it. And look, let Jimmy be Jimmy. He took the shot. He didn't make it. And so now it's about getting back on the grind and trying to get back there. This team has the mental toughness to put themselves in that position.
The 10-footer. Smith, no good. The Heat trail by 12. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. The Rockets making a switch here. Şengün's checked in. Rebound by Smith.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Christopher, the pass to Smith. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
A shooter of Smith's skill can be dangerous, but defenses will only get better as the season progresses.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. It's hauled in by the Heat. Butler's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You don't become this good in this league unless you put in a lot of hard work. And there's some evidence that Jimmy Butler has done that through the years.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Houston. Kevin Porter comes in for Josh Christopher. And Miami also making a switch. Adebayo's checked in and stolen by Butler. To the middle and stolen by Şengün. Green with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. Porter dishes to Green. Gordon against Martin. Gordon the pass to Şengün. Porter outside. And the rebound goes to Martin. The Heat trail by 10. Passes it to Hero. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Hero's got 6.
Well, the catch and shoot is where Tyler Hero excels.
The kick out to Porter. Another miss by Houston. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. There's Hero with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. And now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no argument here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense, 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
Tate, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. Max Strus is checked in for the Heat. Now Adebayo. After Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. Right side Hero. The Heat need to get a shot off. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Adebayo on the follow. 8 points for him.
Yeah, those possessions like zombies staying alive out there, courtesy of Bam Adebayo.
Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. That's 3 of 9. Porter passes to Tate, and Tate throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, Hero. 20-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Here is Porter. 17 points in the game. And it's Green with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, how do you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that? Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Green kicks to Şengün. They set the pick. The kick out to Porter. And it's off from 3-point range. Miami trailing. Butler finds Strus. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Tate, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The Rockets making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And then for Miami, Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Caleb Martin. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Hero.
Hard to tell coming out of college what it was that Bam Adebayo was going to hang his hat on offensively. But for sure, we knew relentless effort was going to be part of his game. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket. With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
1:41 left in the first half. And there's Green on the assist from Porter. Green's got 16.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game. Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
Now here's Porter. He's got 17. Does not find the basket. He's shooting 50% from the floor on 14 tries. Here's Butler. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
So for the Rockets, Marjanovic checked in for Bruno Fernando. Smith comes in for Jalen Green. And it's Josh Christopher in for Kevin Porter. Heat also with the sub. Gm30's checked in for Adebayo. Dedmon finds Strus. Back to Dedmon. Pass to Lowry. Good ball movement here by Miami. Now Butler. And they double up Butler. Inside. Shot's good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got the lead up to 3 now for Miami.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Free throw line jump shot. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Heat lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. I'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
They can't seem to force those guys over into a bad shot. No more soft defense. Play it like you mean it, man.
If only they had you out there to help them, big fella.
Huh? What'd you say?
And now, let's take a look at the Rookie of the Year race so far.
Just like my buddy the Jet, this particular Smith is a complete player. Can handle, shoot, defend, and his upside is tremendous.
You left out the rebounding comparison.
Oh, thanks a lot, Shaq. I know what you were thinking.
Ernie, that was funny.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court for the Heat, at the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Martin is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. GA, the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back losing seasons. And that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And, Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positive and see the road ahead. But, listen, you've got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Smith finds Gordon. Out to Smith. Green passes to Porter. Smith sets the pick for Porter. Nails the 16-footer. Porter's got 19 points.
And we know Kevin Porter Jr. is capable of having big nights. And the way he's he's playing, this could be one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
In transition, here comes Miami. He goes up again. The Rockets pull it in. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Fernando, no good on that one. Great D that time from Adebayo.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
There's Hero with the 3, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You take a look at Hero, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Şengün's checked in for Bruno Fernando.
Looking now at some numbers for Adebayo. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 17 points per game, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Porter passes to Şengün. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
To the paint, here's Hero. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Porter against Lowry. Now Porter, 19 points in the game. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Hero finds Adebayo, and it's in there.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there, going right through the contact.
Josh Christopher, he's checked in for Houston. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. Jabari Smith, number 1.
And there's always firepower in every rookie class, but even among the top guns, he's the best of the best. He'll be an offensive force for years to come. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Christopher taking a look at his stats. He's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Hits the 3-point bomb. Green's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Rockets. To the inside, Oladipo. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Oladipo's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Rockets trail by 5. Outside, Green. And another 3 for Houston.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Lowry kicks to Hero. Back to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. It's stolen by Green. Here's Christopher. Here's Smith. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Oladipo, the pass to Hero. It's stolen by Smith. The pass to Gordon for the lead. Rebound by the Heat. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them.
Pretty much having the green light on the offensive end. Tyler Hero gets explosive to score.
Now a timeout called by Houston. For the Rockets, Marjanovic checked in for Şengün. Gm30 comes in for Smith, and Martin is in for Jalen Green. Then for the Heat, Yurtseven's checked in for Caleb Martin, and Strus is subbed in for Tyler Hero. Here's Christopher. Down low, here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
And so he hits the technical free throw. On defense, Miami. They lead by 4, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Martin finds Tate. Marjanovic, a screen on Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up.
Bam Adebayo just playing hard on defense, contesting shots and staying active.
Double team on Adebayo. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Team foul.
Tate against Adebayo. And Gordon over to help. Here's Strus. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 4 assists in the game.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season. And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Drills it from outside. Gordon's got himself going there, his first points of the game in the deep ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. There's 1:38 left to play in the third.
Lowry does a good job there pressuring the shooter. Doesn't want to make it easy for him.
And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Here's Gordon after the Heat pick up 2. Misses from close range. Adebayo kicks to Lowry. It's Oladipo on the wing. Off target from 3-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Gordon penetrating. Misses from short range. The Heat leading by 6. Oladipo, the pass to Adebayo. That one goes. Count it. Adebayo's got 22.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Gordon inside, defended by Strus. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
The Rockets have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Bruno Fernando comes in for Eric Gordon. And Kevin Porter subbed in for Josh Christopher. And then for Miami, Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Victor Oladipo. And here's Martin. 1 second left. He can't get that one to fall. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. It's the Heat up 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move.
Well, Coach Spo instructing his guys, Greg, to just take great shots.
I mean, no reason to rush into a bad shot, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The front court is Tate and Smith. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Fernando in at center. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Rockets trailed by 5. The drive by Green softly drops in the floater. Green's got 27 points.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, we know how Tyler Hero is a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the 6th Man of the Year winner. He really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
Şengün's checked in for the Rockets.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Hero, tailing off from his regular season numbers.
And Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver. Boy, a fierce competitor. Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into the game.
Not a lot of opponents or players in this league that are going to outwork Jimmy Butler, and he does. He impacts the game in so many ways, and he's all about winning.
And here is Hero, following the 3 from Jabari Smith. The kick outside to Butler. Pass to Strus. 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Martin. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Smith. It's good. This game is all even. Smith's got 7 points here in this quarter. Hero against Porter. Dedmon trying to break free. Offensive rebound.
Dedmon at 7 feet tall. He's always going to be a load and somebody hard to root out on the inside. That time they had to whack him.
The first one falls. You know, Brett, when we talk about destination franchises, Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number 1. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for a dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely, you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami, and certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come.
Here is Porter after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Outside, Green. Back to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one. Slamming it down with authority.
Martin dishes to Oladipo. And a wide open look for Hero. Misses the 3.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there. possibly leg tired here in the second half.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Hero finds Butler. No good on the 3.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Şengün, Dedmon with the block.
Well, Dedmon's reach is a huge advantage there to help him tally some more block shots.
For Houston, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Hero. Here's Şengün.
A whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Timeout called, the Heat. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. The Rockets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Lowry comes in for Butler. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Passes to Martin. And Oladipo kicks to Martin. He can't hit that time. Excellent defense there from Smith. Houston in the lead. Pass to Green. Back to Smith. Over Lowry. And it's Smith missing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Martin finds Oladipo. Hits it from three-point range. Oladipo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And no doubt that Victor Oladipo is a guy that this franchise is leaning on, so showing some leadership here.
Here's Green. Lays it up off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 1.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Oladipo has it in the corner. That shot is off. So Houston will take it the other way. Gordon with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Offensive rebound. Here's Şengün. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight. The Heat trail by 3. Now here is Lowry. It's Martin on the wing. And again, Miami with the triple.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And the Rockets making a change here. Fernando's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Butler's checked in. Eric Gordon on the wing, defended by Butler. Porter passes to Green. Smith sets the pick for Green. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Yeah, and they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And here's Martin. After Tyler Hero hitting the 3. Back to Martin. Lowry passes to Butler. Shot clock at 5. It's deflected. Outside Gordon to the middle. Here's Smith. And some nice passing there by Houston. Fernando, the pass to Smith. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Smith with it. Lowry picks him up. Tries it from now. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
Martin from outside. Here's Adebayo. Fernando pulls it in. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Smith the pass to Fernando. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And the rejection by Smith. Martin finds Adebayo. Another shot. It's not going to go for him. And Houston the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. So they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the lead by storm.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Now here's Lowry. Hero no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
It's stolen by Martin. They need this. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
And he shines brightest in these moments. What a tough shot by Kyle Lowry.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Butler finds Strus. Knocks down the 3.
That's a terrific pass right there by Jimmy Butler. Just wants to win.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're in front by 2. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see him run.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Tough situation for Green. Is he feeling the pressure, or can he rise above it?
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that's gonna do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now our New Balance player of the game, Jalen Green.